You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Supernatural After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Supernatural After Show.
Oh yeah, we are back.
Yay!
We are back.
I love the energy you start us off with, Tom.
No addicts here.
Well,
no interventions here.
To drugs.
There was one intervention tonight, and I think in a couple weeks there may be another one. Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm Tom Connolly, and this is the Supernatural After Show. Sitting across from me, Lyndsey Wegner. How you doing, Lyndsey?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Good, good. And sitting next to her, Travis the McMaster. How you doing, Travis?
Conflicted, Tom.
Conflicted about what? Life?
The
Episode we watched?
The episode at large.
Season 9, Episode 16, Blade Runners was the title of the episode. We got a lot of crying at the beginning of the episode, mostly from Crowley.
Lots of sentiment and emotion.
Yeah, because he's kind of human now?
I don't know. I guess we're not really going to touch on that. We're just going to have a cold open and then ignore it for the rest of the show.
He's, you know, tying up humans in his pantry.
But crying at old movies.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure where his morality is, what's going on.
Ooh, yeah.
That Crowley. Oh, gets us every time.
Scamp. Lovable, murderous
Him
scamp.
and Lola. Lola, who I knew was not going to last very long.
She stuck around for a couple scenes, though. And she was
did.
cute. Well,
Yeah,
I can't even say cute. She was hot.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
She was a good-looking girl.
You don't agree?
I was pretty excited.
No, I do. I'm still...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got to see her in underwear. I mean, we get to see her more naked than we get to see Sam and Dean.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take anything I can get right now at this point.
I have a question about sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Immediately after sex, do girls normally, are they still just wearing their bras and panties?
A little confused by that myself.
Like, I mean, let's not get like too heteronormative with our definitions of sex. They could have been doing other things. I just thought it was a little
He
weird.
exhaled
Yeah.
like it seemed, but he was also clothed.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they were just doing like Vikram yoga.
Maybe he was just
Maybe
shooting
she
up.
was shooting him up.
Yeah.
But as soon as they were done, he was like, "That was great. Go get me some blood."
Maybe she was shooting him up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. I can get on board.
Good for Crowley. Yeah, so Crowley is back this episode, which is good to see. I'm glad he's back. But not the Crowley we were used to seeing.
Except for once at the end of like, was it last season when they gave him his soul and he cried and stuff, and then
Yeah.
he was back to normal Crowley. Now suddenly he's like weepy Crowley.
Yeah.
Crowley.
Yeah, so he's addicted to human blood.
Riley, I like that.
Hashtag Crowley.
Hashtag no moose. Now we've got hashtag Crowley. Crowley.
But I don't understand because I don't remember seeing him like having withdrawals before, and I didn't see them shooting him up with blood a lot. So is he only
Well, maybe now he's
addicted
like,
when he gets blood?
I feel like now he's, yeah, I mean, maybe he just, well, as we saw at the end of the episode, they said, you're going cold turkey, you're done with this. So, and he was definitely back to Crowley of old. So, you know, maybe when he was down in the bunker, he wasn't getting his blood fixed. So maybe he was just, you know, he went cold turkey and was okay.
Why
Now
does
that
he
he's
need
getting
the
his
blood. I mean, what does his soul mean? What does being human mean? You need the blood when you have it, and then you don't have it, and you don't need it, and then you're fine. And
maybe he like
Well, once
craves
you
it,
get
but
that
he's
first
okay.
fix,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you're hooked again.
Yeah, he's like an addict. So, you know, he needs it. He just
He needs it. He can survive without it. But if he has
Yeah,
the
it's-
ability to get it, he wants it.
yeah, just like drugs, any drug that, you know, of someone that's
okay, I'm the minority. Okay, it's me. It's my problem. Clearly.
Listen, he has a problem.
Yeah.
When he's around blood, human blood.
I was a little bummed that him and Sam didn't have like a bonding moment, because remember when Sam was addicted to demon blood for like a whole season?
Yeah.
But he was never like, "Oh, Moose, you're old." That's terrible.
Well,
That's
maybe he
bad
didn't know
Crowley.
that.
I mean,
You know?
I guess I've never seen Crowley not know something before, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
possible.
he does know all. Being king of hell.
Or whatever
Still,
it is.
kind of king of hell. Yeah, but Crowley, you know, he's shooting up. Lola is basically a spy for Abaddon, so she doesn't last very long. And he's only good for sex, pizza, and human blood. Is the only thing that Crowley wants.
I think that's all we all want, Tom.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess I need blood in me to stay alive. So yes.
Well, don't tell me how to enjoy blood.
We got a special guest in this episode. Snooki was in this episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We saw previews about that weeks
that
ago,
was a
so we
while
were
ago.
waiting for her to show up, and it was
Fine.
typical.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was good.
She had red eyes. I don't understand that because we've never seen red eyes until Crowley had red eyes, and then everyone was like, "Oh, that's cool. You're king of hell. You get red eyes." And then Snooki had red eyes, and I guess it's like, "Oh, if you're a celebrity, you get red eyes."
Must be. Red eye celebrities.
She did a good job.
Yeah, she did. I thought she was.
did a good
I
job.
mean, for what she did in the show, I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't. I'm glad she wasn't in the whole episode. She showed up. She had her little cameo
It was a
part.
fun cameo.
Yeah.
They poked fun at it. She wasn't like she was playing Snooki, so
Yeah.
they played with it a little.
No, it's Nicole, not Snooki.
Nicole,
Yes.
Going
sure.
by Nicole now.
And how did they end that scene, Tom?
By making her not a demon anymore.
With an
exorcising her.
exorcism. I guess everyone remembers they can do that now. I guess if you're a celebrity, you get exorcised. Otherwise, you just get stabbed in the body.
Yeah. Well, hey, she's got to do her appearances still, so they can't kill her. What are we gonna do without Snooki in this world?
That's true.
You know,
She's still
they
playing
kill her in
herself.
that world. She dies in this world. It's all over for her.
She had a thing to go to.
Yeah. I'm
No,
sure
it's
some
fine.
party
It's-
or tanning or.
I mean,
You can't
doing some
steal her
laundry
away
or
from her.
something.
You can't steal her away from her fans.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not inconsistent, at least. I mean, Winchester's moral flexibility has always been a roller coaster on the show, so it's fine. I just get upset. It's the first exorcism we've seen in, I think, years.
Probably. Well, it worked for her. Lucky for her, she only had to get an exorcism. Good for Snooki.
Nicole.
Nicole, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so Lola, spy. She's Crowley's rodent. Of course, what does he do?
Uses the Force,
Kills her.
which he can sometimes do and other times not.
Yeah. And he has that, where did he get that blade? I mean, I'm sure he's had it for a while,
Up his
but.
sleeve. I don't know.
Yeah.
Angel Blade's just jumping
Yeah.
out of the woodwork these days. Everybody's got one.
I guess so.
It's fine.
I have one.
So yeah, it's
You know, I always have it on my sleeve. You can never see it. I don't really need to use it much.
It's not
So.
2009, Tom. We've all got Angel Blades and iPhones, okay?
Do they sell them on Amazon?
If you don't know where they sell them, then don't worry about it.
I already have one. I don't need another one. And then in the bunker, we get Sam and Dean looking, trying to figure out where the blade is.
Finally, nice to see them concerned about that again.
Yes. Well, I guess, because Crowley was drunk dialing Dean. So
That was
Been gone for a
that was
while.
pretty
Yeah.
cute. I like it when Dean has
That
too many
was-
boyfriends.
Yeah, that was cute.
And I like the scene with Sam and Dean where Sam asked Dean, like, hey, once we get this blade, we don't need Crowley anymore. Right?
Yeah, I'm glad that someone voiced that. It's like, hey, we all know we're working with the enemy, right? And Dean was kind of like, oh yeah, I guess we could kill a demon.
Yeah. The king of hell. And,
Sure.
I think this would maybe help us in the end if we kill Crowley and Abaddon.
That's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that's acting too soon because what if they do need his help along the way for something else?
I would love it if they explored that territory of like the lesser evil and getting into going.
I think they
in
kind of
cahoots.
did in this
I
episode.
feel like they accidentally stumbled across it, but there's never like that conversation about like, what are we doing, Sammy? It's always just like, well, what are we doing?
Because I think Sam's more the voice of reason of like, Dean, you're doing things wrong. We're going down this crazy path of like now we're teaming with Crowley. Where's Cass at?
I was gonna
You know?
say that's all that them teaming up with Crowley shows me is that like they have a demon doing what their best buddy angel friend could be doing, but he's not just because
He's I mean we haven't seen Cass.
In a couple episodes now.
Yeah. So I guess he's, starting his own army again like he
Doing
always does.
whatever. Hey you guys, remember Metatron is still the driving force of this show. Probably.
is.
He's still the big bad. Maybe Gadriel's still out there. Perhaps.
Yeah. So there's
Ooh,
a lot of
yeah,
people out
that's
there.
right.
This is gonna be like a big war at the end, I think. Mm-hmm. And then Dean's gonna kill everybody.
You think?
Everybody.
Definitely felt that tonight.
Yes, definitely. Yes, when he did get the when he got the blade. Yeah, the blade, according to Crowley, it was picked up by
A submarine.
yeah, submarine.
One of those submarines that, combs the Marianas Trench
Yes.
for tiny bones.
Yes.
We
So-
all know about these. We don't have to insult your intelligence by getting into it.
So it was picked up by a submarine, sold to some pirates, sold to
like-
some other pirates.
Those submarines that go into the trench, obviously, their very first stop is pirates.
Yep.
Poker-playing pirates.
Maybe when they're coming out, I don't know. It's
Well,
probably
and
not-
pirates are playing poker games.
Yes.
On their pirate submarines.
Yeah, it was in a poker game that it got won.
This will all be on the next episode of Cosmos, so you guys can just watch that.
And then finally ended up at the National Institute of what was it?
Antiquities.
Antiquities.
Which is where all the pirates go.
Exactly. There were some guards there. They didn't last long. Well, I felt bad for the girl who just
She walks in and she just doesn't even stand a
I
chance.
almost
Yeah.
feel like that's a joke the supernatural writing staff is playing on us. And then a woman walks in and is instantly killed for no reason. We could have just had the two guards
I
killed.
wish we would have clocked that. I think she was on screen for
10 seconds.
I think it was less than 10 seconds. We may have to go back. Viewers at home, go check that out and time that for us. Yeah, I think it was like, she's like, I brought you guys a snack.
Brought you a bag of generic Chinese food.
Oh. There
Throat
goes
slit.
my neck.
Dead.
Oh, great.
For no reason.
The guards ended up killing each other because they were demons.
Which we saw on camera.
Yeah.
But I guess demonic smoke
Well, no,
doesn't.
no, no, no,
Doesn't show-
they didn't. No, they didn't do that till after they shot out the camera.
No, but
They got
they,
out of the
No,
bodies.
but
the smoke
demonic
came
smoke.
into their
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah,
they didn't
okay.
show that
But
on
they
camera
didn't
at
show
all.
that part. They just showed the.
Well, they didn't show it, Thomas, but we can assume that the security cameras are running 24 hours.
Well, I
otherwise
just don't
what's
think
the
they can
point
see
of-
the smoke then.
What, cameras magically can't see the smoke?
Yeah.
But we can.
Yeah, sure.
That has not been established.
That
You don't-
has not been
You don't get to
established,
just put stuff in because the plot calls for it. This isn't Doctor Who.
Well, maybe
I
they were
said
just
it.
maybe they were just more aware of what happened after the vault.
But
opened.
wouldn't you be concerned if you were somebody watching a camera and
Yes.
saw smoke come into
Yes,
somebody's
definitely.
body?
Stop excusing it, Tom. This side of the table is disgusted with you right now.
Listen, they didn't show it, so it didn't happen.
Oh, I see. We're just
Okay.
going to put our fingers in our ears and say la 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 really loud.
Yep,
Fine.
that's what we're gonna do.
Fine, let's push
And
forward.
before we move any forward, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial about Maria Menounos' new show.
Tuesdays on Oxygen.
I'm Maria Menounos, and my life can get a little crazy. I host Extra. I'm an actor, producer, dancer, wrestler, and a lot of other things. I live with Kevin, my boyfriend of 15 years. Do you really love me?
I would say that I'm in serious like.
And my parents. Yep, I just said I live with my parents.
You drive me crazy.
You drive me crazy. My parents want us to get married.
You both love each other. Get married.
Kevin and I don't. I am going to get married when I want to get married. I think I want kids. Kevin definitely doesn't want them now.
This is being pushed on to us.
And of course, my parents wanted them yesterday.
This year you gotta have it.
And I have a house full of people counting on me financially.
If I take my eye off the ball, everything can fall apart.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or wants us to do. It's what we want to do.
Everyone thinks that they know what's best for me, but I'm really the only one. I have got to figure things out.
Chasing Maria Menounos is so new. Every Tuesday at 10, 9 Central, starting March 18, only on Oxygen.
And we're back. So, guys, every Tuesday at 10 p.m., after you get done watching Supernatural, switch over to the Oxygen channel.
Check it out.
And watch
I'm
the new
excited
show.
to see it.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic, and we're obviously so proud of them. So,
Yeah.
congrats, guys. We're really happy for you and love you lots.
Yeah, it's awesome. Check it out. So, back to the show. We have Sam and Dean. Dean actually flirted with a girl this episode. Well, she kind of flirted with him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was necessarily reciprocal.
Yeah, the doctor of the... I don't know what her name was. McElroy?
Sure, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly matter.
I thought she was going to be a demon right away.
Right, because what doctor standing in the middle of a murder scene would be like, oh, hey, demon chapter, here's my business card.
Yeah, she gives him her business card. And she just comes out and says, like, well, they're like, yeah, we need the first blade.
Which is weird
you
because
have
I
it?
didn't know
I
that
thought-
people called it that.
And
Yeah.
I'm surprised they revealed that much information just right away to somebody
Mm-hmm.
because they're almost usually more protective about what
Yeah.
they say and
Yeah,
do,
but-
and this was just no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was weird because she's like a doctor at this antiquities
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah place, and
Institute.
two people just got murdered, and they're like, where is it? And she's like, all right, you got me. I sold it. I sold it because I want a new Lexus. Anyway, whatever you're doing later, cancel it. Here's my business card.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah, like, what? Yeah, she sold it, and I don't know.
The whole time I was waiting for the shoe to drop and she'd be a demon. And it's like, nope, it's just a really weird scene that we're all supposed to pretend is normal.
But yeah, so she sold it to someone named Magnus, who, going back a little bit, we find that Men of Letters, Albert Magnus, was the kind of code name that they would use for...
The Alan Smithy of the Men of Letters world.
Yes.
Which I liked. I love that, consistency in world building. And I love the Men of Letters.
Yeah.
Could have a whole season about that, just saying.
I think spin-off. I would like to see a whole spin-off of that.
Prequel, Twin Peaks style.
Yeah, might as well. That'd be awesome.
Do it.
Ooh, that would be cool.
What's David Lynch doing? Someone tweet him.
Yeah. After next season, spin-off. Then another spin-off. All right?
All the spin-offs.
Yeah. Spin-offs are good. We back in the bunker. They're trying to figure out, who of them, because they obviously all of the Men of Letters were killed, but there was one that was never killed because he went rogue because he got kicked out of the Men of Letters. And I liked Crowley. He was, trapped in the bunker, and he was like, "You owe me. I've helped you guys enough." Well, and they're like, "What do you want?" I guess all he wanted was to hang out with them.
Hang out, have some scotch, and look at some, what was it, like
Busty
Asian porn?
Yeah. That's what Dean likes. And they went ahead and played a gong for you, just in case you were getting comfortable.
And we find out it was Cuthbert Sinclair who was kicked out of the Men of Letters. And he apparently made he was into spells and made a lot of the spells that protect the bunker that they're in.
Which I liked.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think that's great history.
I like the idea of the fallen angel because, you've got the cast and you've got Crowley and Meg and Kane. You just got a lot of people who are rejected and outcast and they're all coming together.
Yeah. Man, what if they all formed a group?
Spin-off.
Yeah.
You can have a talking shark. Jabberjaw reference? Does that still hit with the kids?
No.
Okay.
So they go to, they find, Crowley takes them to where his demons last tracked Cuthbert.
A field in Canada.
Yeah. Is that where they were? Oh, well.
That's where the show was shot.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
it was an open field. They kind of said, "Hey, we're Men of Letters."
Super swear.
Yeah. They had the...
a box, I don't
Well, that was
remember.
the box that the key was in.
Oh, that's right.
For the bunker. See? Continuity.
It's
I
good.
remembered it.
It's good. I like it.
And then suddenly, just a
doorway.
Stargate.
Portal. Yeah, a smoky portal appears.
We all agreed on Stargate, Tom.
Oh, okay. That would guess so. But that was a big wheel, wasn't it? This was a big door and smoke.
The Fargate.
So, Sam and Dean, let's just walk in this. They walk inside.
Well, they've walked into worse.
I know they have.
That's
I know.
fine.
If something like that popped up in front of me, I would just be like, I gotta walk in that. I don't know what's,
No, you couldn't handle it, Tom. You'd
I'd
get
be
killed
fine.
right away.
I'd be fine.
Two vampires waiting for them.
Vampires, just... I'd be
Use
like,
your-
sure,
use
I'll
your
be a
angel
vampire. Yeah, I guess so. So they go inside. They get attacked by vampires.
Dispatch them easily.
Yeah, in like 2 seconds. And then Cuthbert shows up, who is now going by the name Magnus. And he said he's been for the last like 57 years. And he's supposed to be, 90-some years old.
Yeah, but he looks like, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. Like in his...
He's very dapper.
Yes.
He's
Nice
got
bow
his
tie.
spells to keep him young.
That'd be cool. I'm sure he has a lot of cool spells.
We saw all his cool
We
spells,
saw
Tom.
No,
Totally.
but
Come
I'm
on.
sure he had a lot more.
Was that not
Probably.
enough?
No, that was not enough for me. I wanted to see more. Don't you think he could have... If he's so good at spells, couldn't he just, poof up a spell of, here's Abaddon, killer?
Probably.
Or bring himself back to life. Sorry,
Ooh.
spoiler alert.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, that's
Thanks.
good, though.
It's a
Episode's
little
over.
late.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh. They watch the show. They're good.
They know,
Don't
they
worry.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, so...
So he uses
He has all these
magic
spells.
to poof Sam away.
Yeah, because he wants
Because
Dean.
he wants
Because Dean has the mark of
the mark.
Cain on his arm. He has the blade there.
He's got this amazing zoo that we don't get to see.
Yeah, that he talks about.
Oh, so many amazing things off screen, you guys. Oh, the wonders.
Well, maybe one day we'll get to visit.
He's
it.
got Audrey 2 in the basement. It's amazing.
Well, he was a little creepy because he
definitely was
wanted
creepy.
Dean to stay and be his companion.
And be part of his
Can
collection.
you blame him?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would too. But even Dean goes, don't you realize how creepy this is that you're asking me this? And he wants him for his collection.
Stay in my house with no doors and no windows. We'll drink bourbon together and
Yeah, just
fight
hang out.
vampires.
So I guess, yeah, I mean, does he just stay in there the whole time? Does
Yeah.
he go out?
Nah, he's got a theater in the basement, I'm sure.
But how does he get the people in?
He doesn't want people in.
But how are the vampires? I mean, he collected all these people.
I feel like
so
that's
where did they get collected from?
I feel like they've been there forever.
Yeah.
Like since he's had this place. Like I'm sure they don't go after him. I think it's just he just has all these, you know, these
Guys,
creatures.
we got a lot of plot holes to get through.
Wait, and they don't want to. And they don't want to band together and kill him and escape.
It is weird that he's got a zoo or something, and he's like, "I release you, vampires. Now go attack 2 other people." Because I'd be like, "No, there's 2 of us. We're gonna
attack you."
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, you kill us instead of them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Unless everyone in the zoo has a Netflix account, and they're like, "Yeah, well, I guess this isn't so bad."
It looked like a nice place to be.
Yeah.
You know? He had a lot of cool things there.
Sure, he probably feeds them. They can watch House of Cards. Not so bad.
And then, so as Sam gets, forced out, him and Crowley now have to work together, which I thought was I like that of Crowley kind of, giving Sam the rundown of, I helped your brother, I helped you with Gadriel. So you guys owe me. Like it's a lot of Crowley saying, you guys owe me for this. You got me addicted to blood.
And weirdly, they're like, I guess you're right. And I'm like, no, he's not right. He's killing people left and right.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing, too, is Magnus said that he was, fond of Henry Winchester, the grandfather, and that he came to see them like they did by showing up in this field.
Yeah. Went and hung out in the haunted
but
mansion.
if you go back to the episode, I thought he, went right to the future because he made it into the Men of Letters, and then Abaddon went crazy and started killing everybody.
That was like his coronation, his quinceañera.
Yeah, so he was good. Yeah, when he became Men of Letters at the age of 16.
I don't know. He said that he said that like he was his mentor, so I'm sure like Henry was a Padawan, and he just went and hung out, and they just threw rocks at vampires, or
I guess they probably had a good time.
Right. That's so far down on the list of things that bothers me. I'm just gonna let it go. Sure,
gotcha.
They hung out. It's fine.
So Dean gets collected. Crowley and Sam work together to make a spell because that's how they can get into his house.
Here's what's confusing to me. Sam was like, "Oh, Crowley, we're in this crazy warded field. Your powers are useless." And then he's like, "Oh, wait, I need you to use your powers. This'll work out." And then he just uses his powers.
But I think it was more he couldn't use his powers inside.
So what? He like walked 20 feet away and then did it, and then walked back.
Well, they got to that field, so
I think they.
Well, they did drive there.
Yeah, they drove because they had the car.
It's just it was a weird thing to point out that he's powerless and then say, "Oh, but good thing your powers are here because I need you to collect ingredients off screen that don't matter."
Well, I liked it. I thought it was good there where Sam was kind of giving the rundown, like, "We don't need you," and then he was like, "Crap, I do need you to do something,"
or just like get Cass.
Yeah,
Cass can do all that.
He can, but Crowley was right there. Calling Cass is,
Crowley was right there.
Who would you go to? I would say, hey, you can go disappear and go somewhere. Here's a list. See you in 10 minutes.
At the end of the day, you know that Crowley is going to back up the guys, at least temporarily, to get this blade back because he knows the power of it lies within Dean having the blade. So to help them get it, I mean, he's smart enough to realize that he can help them out and that they need his help for that.
Right. I mean, you guys are right. I am the jerk because Crowley did it, so...
He did.
What's
my
problem?
I like the line that Crowley told Sam where he was like, I'm growing on you, right? and Sam was just like, no. I mean, he's just like, no, you're really not, but... you can amuse yourself and think I am.
I do like the idea that these two guys are so deep in it and they're so down the rabbit hole that Crowley is kind of growing on them and they do kind of like him and they forgot that he killed everyone.
Yeah. I don't want Crowley to die. I really hope he doesn't get killed off.
I don't want him to. I love Mark Shepard. I love Crowley.
I like him too.
So we get to Dean and Magnus and, Magnus wants to fire up the blade. Like, he wants to see this thing in action. So he, gives it to Dean, and the mark just starts lighting up on his arm.
Makes him crazy go nuts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, he kind of snaps out of it at first. Like, he realizes
he's scared of it almost, I think.
Yeah. Because I'm sure he's never, I'm sure he's never felt power like that before. Because, like, I mean, when you think back on everything that they've done.
I was thinking, like, well, he tortured people in hell for 30 years.
Maybe he was feeling some of that again, like, ooh.
That.
I like this feeling.
I do remember one time he walked into a pizzeria with the intention of killing death. So I feel like he's felt pretty powerful.
Yeah, but I mean, this is more like he's,
I'm just
this is all him.
I'm busting
I know
chops.
you are. I know. But he has all this power with this blade now.
But I wonder if this addiction is like that for him because he's felt this in the past with the 30 years killing people, that maybe this now is coming back and that feeling, it scared him at first, but now it's literally going to overtake him.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's definitely the theme of this episode is obviously addiction, and I think it is going to sort of like be the one ring around his neck, and it's going to grow for Gondor, and he's going to use the blade.
Yeah, and he's going to use it on people that
I think everybody
shouldn't use it on.
It kind of feels like whoever's in front of him getting a jawbone to the face.
Well, no, I think I have a theory on that.
We'll save it for predictions.
Yeah, no. Well, no, it happened in this episode.
Oh, okay.
But Sam and Crowley get inside the house.
Yeah, because I guess demons can just walk right into the house because it's warded like garbage.
It's like
apparently.
a zoo. There may be other demons in there. We don't know. Magnus is just like, oh, I guess I got another demon for my collection. Great. Yeah, but Sam attacks Magnus. It's not Magnus, it's a shapeshifter.
I guess he keeps on the payroll. It's like, you just look like me and walk around just in case.
Good idea.
Again, I'm the jerk because it worked.
It did work.
Poking the bear, but it fits.
And then Dean ends up getting hold of the blade and slicing his head off.
Nice.
I did like your point of like he could probably bring himself back to life.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he created the spells to get rid of the weapons, to confiscate Dean's weapons. So what's to say he can't like have something that like will heal himself?
Yeah.
Well, I like the idea that Magnus is actually a 90-year-old like in the attic operating from a chair, and he's just got like an avatar walking around.
Yeah.
How cool would it have been if he kind of reversed time? So you know how we saw his head being chopped off. If as the head fell to the ground, it came back up and like came back on his head, and he's like, "You guys can't kill me that way."
That'd be freaky deaky.
That would.
It would be freaky, but it'd be really cool to see. And then you'd have to kill him with like the angel blade or something. Or, oh, sorry, I got really excited. Almost hit Travis. Or you kill him with the actual mark of Cain. This is Dean's.
Well, he did. He killed him with the blade.
Cut his head off with the blade.
Yeah.
Dean killed him with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
No, it was very fast.
It was
very
exciting.
fast.
I was clearly excited about this idea that existed already. I'm right on spot with the writers at least.
Exactly. I wasn't sure that. I thought he just had a regular knife at first.
I did too. That's why.
Then he had it in his hand, and then
Okay.
Then he was like staring down Sam, being like,
yes.
"Oh, this is working in my hand, and I'm gonna want to kill you now." And I think the feeling he was feeling was of Cain, and I think it was more Dean going, "Oh, I need to kill my brother to protect him, not hurt him."
So you're saying it wasn't crazy go nuts. It was crazy go logical. And he was like,
Maybe,
this is my chance to save Sammy by stabbing him in a bunker. But
Or
then Sammy was like,
or I mean,
no, don't.
I mean, we'll have to see in weeks to come. Like, maybe it is the whole, he's going crazy, he's addicted to it, he wants to kill whoever is in front of him. But we'll have to see.
Hulk stab.
Yeah. And then they end up getting out of the house. Their car. Yeah. Well, hey, a spell.
What a spell? I need to see it, man.
He had magic powder all over the place. He just picked
up powders and stuff and threw it until it worked.
Oh, we're out. Yep.
Or maybe Magnus lied about no front door. They didn't check. Maybe like, oh, that guy was a jerk. There's a door right here. It goes back to the field.
I did like his idea of he wanted the Men of Letters bunker to be protected. To be invisible, and only entry is by spell.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
It seems like bad planning on the Men of Letters.
It's like for them to be like, no.
That's dumb. Why is that dumb?
Yeah, because then you're completely hidden forever. No one will ever be able to find it. But I guess it's one of those, if we all die, then it's done. But
I suppose. Maybe they just thought it was a communist idea.
I don't know.
The 50s was a different time, guys.
And then, Dean is pissed because the car got keyed.
Yeah, they left the engine and the tires intact.
Yeah.
Because these are really crappy demons.
But they didn't get into the trunk because of the
warded.
So that was
warded
good.
off.
So that was good. They didn't get all that stuff. And it was carved in, be afraid. Yeah, be afraid, you're queen.
And it wasn't even a message to them. It was a message to Crowley.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it was a
I'm
message
sure
to all
for
of them,
everyone.
but yeah.
But Crowley was the one who took it with the most.
Sure. I mean, obviously the Winchesters can't read Enochian.
Yeah.
So that would be pointedly at Crowley.
Yes, definitely. I guess it was towards Crowley. Sorry. Silly me.
It's okay, Tom. That's why we're here. We're here to work this out together.
And then I didn't like this part because it was just didn't make any sense. Like, wouldn't you say, all right, well, hey guys, let's get in this car.
Not stab each other, just hang out.
Hey, Crowley, we'll drop you off back at your hotel. You can go, get your fix or whatever. And then Sam's like, Dean, we have the blade.
He didn't even whisper.
Kill Crowley. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like he wasn't. He's like, we should kill Crowley right now.
Right? They could have just done that with like significant looks.
Sure.
The brothers like.
Yeah, get him. No, Crowley overheard the whole conversation.
Used his powers that he couldn't use in the warded field.
No, they weren't in the field anymore though. So
they were. Yes, they were.
Parked the car.
The car was there.
No, but they parked out further because they had to walk into the field. They walked down into it at first.
I hate to argue with you, Tom. I don't. But when they were at the car earlier, that's when Sam said
they did go inside.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
But they did go inside. Or what? I think the car was in the background too when Sam and Crowley went back inside. I'm pretty sure the car was in the background.
Sure. It's fine.
Whatever.
You know, I mean, you could make an argument for like when Magnus dies, the enchantments are lifted. No, because the house wasn't invisible. I don't know. I'm just so stressed.
Too much.
I'm just so upset.
So Crowley ends up taking the blade
With the Force
because he says that it's you want to kill me, but you need this to kill me.
Mm-hmm. That was also weird dialogue because he was like, I figured out that you guys are going to try and kill me. I'm more used to it. It was like, you don't have to. He just said it. Why couldn't you just say, like, oh, I'm right here. I heard you. And I'm taking
Maybe
the
he
knife.
didn't hear him. And he just sensed that they were going to try to kill him right there.
It's possible.
So
he's going through a lot. He's going through, withdrawals.
But
surely.
now he's like clean and sober. So
Well, it's been like a day though. How hard is it
he's
to
a
kick
demon.
human blood?
King of Hell can just kick it in a day.
guess.
He's
What
not
did
human.
you just see, Lisa? I suppose.
And then Crowley. I like the line of like he's like they can't trust Crowley, and now he can't trust them. I think he was almost a little hurt that he can't trust them now.
Sure, he wants to be a Winchester.
Yeah, he wants to be part of the group.
I wanted to see them working together to get
Even more.
Abaddon.
Yeah. Yeah, and
But-
he told them to go find Abaddon. And I'll
But
come
how
give
do
you a blade.
you control Crowley other than keeping him locked away, which isn't really fair because he hasn't done anything to prove that he's going to hurt them. He's had the opportunity and he hasn't.
Yeah, but
At the
Crowley
same
has
time,
such
they
big
can't.
plans of.
Well, and he can't trust them, knowing that they do have the blade. That if that's on their minds to kill him, I mean.
What I don't understand is why he didn't say like, "Oh, I can't trust you, so here's the blade that will kill my rival. I'm just gonna leave, because you never leave the continental U.S. I'm just gonna go to like Uruguay and do whatever I want, and then I'll just know when Abaddon dies because I'll know that, and then I'll just go back to hell.
He can at least
just snap his fingers. Like, it's weird that he took.
Be like, did you kill her yet? No. See ya.
Yeah, because he can just, bamf in and out. It was really weird. It's like, I'm going to take this. You need it, but I guess I'll just check in and hope you don't try and trap me like you've done 1,000 times.
Well, and he's coming back next episode, so how far away is he really going?
I guess.
And how much help or non-help is he going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
A lot of weird decisions all around.
So Crowley was gone, and now they're left. Still got the mark, but still no blade. So they had it in their hands. They had it, but they blew it.
That car better be keyed next episode. I want that on the side of that car for the rest of the season.
No, I want it fixed.
No, it'll be fixed. Dean would never let his car be
definitely
keyed
not,
for
no.
more than an hour.
No. And then as we saw for next week, looks like Dean is now starting to drink because I think
He's now starting to drink.
More.
For a nice change of pace, Dean Winchester will be drunk.
I think hopefully we'll dive more into his feelings of what he felt when he held the blade. I think that's all getting to him now, and I think we're right about the whole. He's getting those feelings of torture and torturing people, and it's all coming back to him now. And then it looks like there's the feud between them is going to uncover more family secrets, and we saw.
I guess there's more
Henry
skeletons
Winchester.
in that closet. Go back to that well.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have flashbacks to Henry Winchester
I think
and
there was
Abaddon.
a lady who, like an elderly lady who knew him, like maybe an old flame from the 50s.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're. Did we ever see the grandmother? I don't think we ever did. Right?
No.
What? Wait, I got a prediction. Okay, but we'll get to
We'll
it.
wait for predictions then.
Yeah.
God, Tom.
All right. Let's get into predictions then.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
You guys are throwing me off.
Sorry.
AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I like get it out. I bring the soundboard out, and then you're like, oh, well, that's later. I put it away. I'm like, oh, crap.
Sorry, Steven. I do. We'll get into predictions, then I do have news. So we'll do it backwards. But let's get into predictions right now.
Okay.
What do you guys have? Do you want me to tell my prediction?
No, you started this, man.
What if, this is a big what if, but what if Abaddon is the grandma?
Silence from both of us. Crickets.
It's not.
No? No.
Well, all right, let me just.
It looked like her and Henry had some
advocate.
kind of thing going.
I don't remember. Did we see the person who Abaddon
took over?
Possessed?
No, well, no.
At the beginning of that first episode, or did she just like stroll
She was
in
already
high
in
heels
that. I
and
think she was
pearls?
already in that body or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. That was just a crazy prediction.
Hey, that's
off the
no
wall.
bad ideas in brainstorming,
No,
Tom.
it's kind of brilliant actually, because then it connects.
Like, what kind of secrets are we gonna find out?
No, because then it connects them. So how do you kill her then?
Oh,
you
well,
know?
I mean, they have no problem killing family.
Sure, they'll do that. They killed each other more than once, I think.
Yeah. What else? What do you guys think? More
Lyndsey,
predictions.
What do you have?
Okay. So predictions. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out what's kind of going on, and I feel a little bit lost. Like you were saying with this episode, I feel a little bit lost right now in what's going on and what's happening, because so much happened today to kind of push the story forward. But I feel like now we're at a standstill, because I'm like, wait a second. Well, they need the blade to move forward. Crowley disappeared with it, but they need his help. So how are they going to use his help without? Is he going to hide the blade? Is he going to have it with them?
Does he have a pager?
Is he going to even help them at all? Like, well, they've got a cell phone number. So, like, I mean, how do they call it? Like, it's just, I'm confused right now. I have no prediction because I'm not quite sure what's going to happen.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what's going on, because everyone's like, oh, we need the blade so we can kill Abaddon. Then, finally, our good friend Crowley will be back at the throne of hell, and everyone who dies can go to hell. And then I think something was happening with heaven. I don't remember what, but our good friend Crowley will be back in hell. And then we'll deal with, you know, the guy who killed Kevin and the Metatron and our friend Cass, and that's not really important. Mostly just our good friend Crowley getting back into hell.
I guess so.
These two guys are so turned
do they have
around.
to, you know, I feel like they're going to hell first, then we'll deal with heaven.
That seems so backwards.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. And, before we go, the new Supernatural show is now called Supernatural Bloodlines, not Tribes.
They just changed
the
it.
title
Bloodlines,
to
I like that better.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds a lot cooler.
It's got blood in it.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, predictions, we're all over the place because we don't know what's going on in this show. But where can they find you, Lyndsey?
You guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Lyndsey Wegner, and at my blog, lyndseywegner.blogspot.com, and on Tuesday nights earlier for Real Housewives of New York. Awesome. Travis?
Oh, I'm at the pavilions in Burbank a lot after work. If you see me, say hi.
Are you buying cheese? Blocks of cheese?
Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. Did you buy some cheese today?
I bought some cheese.
See, you bought some cheese.
Oh my gosh!
So if you need cheese, go to the pavilions in Burbank. Find Travis. And you can find me on Twitter at TomTheCom. And tomorrow night, 10 o'clock for WWE Main Event. And we'll see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.